In this lecture, we'll answer the question, why wholesale sourcing? To understand the reasons why wholesale sourcing is desirable, it helps to look at the physical products pyramid for selling on Amazon FBA. Sourcing products while using wholesale accounts sits between retail and online arbitrage and private labeling in the physical products pyramid. Wholesale sourcing is slightly riskier than retail and online arbitrage, but less risky than private labeling. Let's look at the pros and cons of each. In retail and online arbitrage, you're reselling items purchased at retail or online stores. The pros are that it's a pretty low barrier to entry. You can start selling very quickly, and you can outsource it with teams of buyers. It's an excellent way to learn Amazon FBA, and you can make buying decisions with any smartphone. It has a lower startup costs, and the profit margins can be very high. The cons are that it's harder to scale. You may have to hire employees in order to scale your business. It's harder to replenish the inventory. It's very labor intensive, requires hours of shopping and traveling to stores, and then when you get back, you have to prep, pack, and ship all your products. And there's usually quite a bit of competition in the stores for these products, and occasionally you'll run into resistance from store managers. Wholesale sourcing, of course, is selling products purchased from wholesale suppliers. The pros are that it's much easier to replenish inventory, it's easier to ship inventory in case lots, and suppliers will often ship directly to Amazon for you. It's easier to scale your business, and you have an opportunity for exclusive accounts. And sometimes you're able to private label a wholesale product. The cons are that profitable accounts can be difficult to find. There's a higher initial capital required, and it usually requires minimum order quantities. Typically, you'll have lower profit margins, but not always. And there's a higher risk of costly buying mistakes when you buy in bulk. And Amazon can take over your listings, although it usually doesn't happen. Private labeling involves contracting with manufacturers to sell existing product lines or designing your own. Some of the pros are that you own 100% of the buy box and you can build your own branded products. You can create actual business equity and have a more flexible lifestyle. It's very scalable and easy to outsource. You have excellent profit margins and you have greater control over your product listings. Some of the cons are the higher initial investment with minimum order quantities. Mistakes can be greatly magnified. It's much higher risk of fraud and more legal liability implications. And sometimes dealing with manufacturers and suppliers who are usually overseas can be difficult. There can be long lead times in order to receive your products, and it requires excellent research, marketing, and promotional skills. As you can see, wholesale sourcing for products to sell on Amazon FBA sits in the sweet spot of the pyramid. Wholesaling is often the foundation for moving on to private labeling. Wholesaling can be very profitable with less risk and can provide you with the experience necessary to deal with suppliers both local and overseas. Wholesale sourcing is a numbers game. You have to contact many suppliers in order to find one with quality products at a price you can make a decent profit. So persistence is a virtue when wholesaling. You can't lose heart when you get rejected 20 times before finding a great account. Average people would quit, so don't be average. In the next lecture, we'll learn how to find those products and put them to work.